Paul Rose from MrRosePhoto.com, and today I'm going to do a quick video. We're going to do using this ASATRii, a one light setup. I'm going to try very light. I'm not going to get much equipment at all, so I'm just going to take one camera, the Sony a7Rii Mark II, and the Electron trigger for Sony, and the Rotolight Neo 2, which does flash mode and LED. You'll be taking pictures in both modes as well. I can control the flash with the Electron trigger. I'm going to handheld it so we can take the pictures, and we can put the flash and the LED where we want to, and try different angles and shoot different shots and see how they come out. I'm going to show some pictures and give my thoughts and some behind the scenes footage, as well as me doing the shots as well, so that should be good. And okay, we're in the SS Creative Studio there in Birmingham, and this is the Rotolight Neo on about 30% power with a I think it's half a stop or one stop diffuser on there to soften the light just a little bit. And we're all shooting there, some natural light coming from the right hand side, and we're just lighting up the model there on the right hand side as well. And you see in a little bit we'll move on to and light up the hair on the left hand side. We've got the natural light coming from the right, so it does balance the light out there. So Richard takes over. I think he has got the probably a little bit too high, and he's bouncing off the wall, so it's a nice soft light, and it's light up the model's hair, the punk theme there, so it's bringing the pinks out and the reds out on the back of her head there, so works quite well. So yeah, another volunteer takes over, so Richard can do some shots, and as you see I can do a few close-up shots there, and then we swap over it again, and as you see I can take over and do some shots, do some hold the LED light there, Rotolight Neo 2. Good thing about the as you see, it's a nice even shot there. Got natural light there for the right, and right up the hair there on the left. I suggest we move over to the window. There's a nice mural solid card painting with some nice colours on it, so we get the model to stand in front of that. Just coming up now, and you see we can the natural light coming from the left hand side from the big window. Rotolight there lighting up the right hand side there, still on 30% power, LED mode there. We get a nice photo there, and it really brings out the reds and the pinks in her hair, and off the blues and the greens. Now we move outside, and we've got it on flash mode now on the AA batteries, so we're getting 200% more power with flash mode. I think it's on maximum power, and the Skyport built-in receiver there in the Neo 2, so now added fiddly receivers you've got to plug in. It's just all built in, and we've got the Electron transmitter there on the top of the camera, so we can control the Rotolight there, so set all the settings, and that'll work up to 200 meters away, so that's very good. But a bit of a vintage theme on that, so it was come out very well. Now we're back indoors, and the Rotolight Neo is on about 20%. These are other people have been shooting with the AD 360s, the strobies, and obviously they can't light up, get focused there, so they usually shine an LED torch on, but me come along with the Rotolight Neo 2, they're on 20%, lights up the model there very nicely, and I'll carry on shooting while they sort out their settings and get their settings right. I'll just carry on shooting, you know, it's already lit up for me. As you can see, a nice photo coming up very shortly of the model there, a bit of a fashion sort of theme there, with her ripped jeans and her sort of a flying jacket on there and the sunglasses. Looks out quite really well. Looking down at the floor, we'll see the shoot there. Bit of a moody look, just LED mode that is. This is the first time I had the Rotolight Neo 2. I had converted a softbox there, 23x23, and we got it on flash mode now with the AA batteries. And that'll do 85,000 flashes there on a set of fully charged AA batteries, and it doesn't get hot. You haven't got to wait for it to cool down before you can carry on shooting. It'll just fire every time, no recycle times, up to 11 frames per second at 8,000th of a second, if your camera is capable of that kind of thing. And so you get some nice, a nice shot there with the dark background and the ginger hair. There's a behind the scenes shot there of what we did, and it really, that little softbox, it don't really. It put it on where you wanted to put it, you know, on the model's face really. So I say coming up a bit later on we use a bigger softbox as we could move back into the studio. And out in the woods there, probably early October 2017. It was a lovely day, t-shirt weather. We just went in the woods and he's on flash mode, and just explaining we're on the D-type battery, so we get 500% more power out of the Rotolight on flash mode. And I got a lovely photo of the lovely China with the ginger hair. It really brings out the ginger hair, the contrast to the trees and the greens, you know, the red hair. It really looks good, as you say. Nice shot there, and it's, you know, it's focused on her face there, being a 23 by 23 softbox there. Okay, we move back into the studio. This is late October 2017. I actually converted a Godox 360 box softbox there, and it's 40 by 40 centimeters, and it actually lights up more of the more obviously being bigger softbox. I mean, this horror kind of Halloween shoot there, late October 2017, and we get a nice picture there of the model with a nice softer, more spread out light for the Neo 2 that was on flash mode, I do believe, yes. Now we're just using it back on LED mode there with the battery pack on there, so basically it's like it's on the mains. It'll last probably 10-12 hours like that. It's only on 2%, so it'll probably run for about 24 hours on 2%. And we've got a Rotolight Neo 1 behind the two models there with a red filter on full power. It has actually got a 23 by 23 softbox on it as well, so it's actually spreading the light right onto the back of their heads. And you'll see coming up there, we've got a lovely photo of the model there, red hair light, and the Rotolight Neo 1 there. That's what we usually do to get a picture. It is an LED torch. It does work quite well. Okay, just to sum up the video you've just watched there, we've used the Rotolight Neo 2 there on 3 different shoots there over last year and the beginning of this year. And the Rotolight Neo 2, 85% more brighter than the Neo 1. LED mode, fantastic. I'll probably do, as some people have said on YouTube now, the LED mode is probably a bit more useful than the flash mode. The flash mode is probably more studio based. You've got more time to set up the shot, and you can set up the shots. Maybe got 2 of them on the go. It probably is better there. Softbox, yes, does work, doesn't work, you know, it's hit and miss. It's up to the individual really. But as a run and gun light there, obviously much better than a normal flash you stick on top of your camera, or off camera flash, because obviously it runs 85,000 shots on flash mode, or you know, a good 3 to 4 hours on LED mode at full power. So you know, you're never going to use it on full power probably really, unless you're on a really dark room. Probably a wedding, you know, inside a church, you'll probably have a 50% maximum, and obviously it's less distracting than a flash as well. So LED mode, I do probably prefer it. I used it on both those 3 videos, and LED mode I probably find it a little bit more useful. And also when you're in a group photography shoot group like I was there with West Midlands Photography there, yeah, other people can shoot as well, so it does work well in a group as well. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any comments or any questions about the Rotolight Neo 2, please comment below, and please thumbs up and subscribe to MrRosePhoto on Twitter and Facebook, and of course YouTube. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.